Hey everybody, what's going on? So I'm continuing my quickie reading with the 2012 poster campaign, probably one of my favorite Chris Chan pranks of all time. I just love this thing. We're starting off with a quote. Crap, they may have hired a skywriter. One of Chris's hilarious responses to the campaign. And here's a photo of the poster. Chris has no empathy, so show him none in return. 2012. One of the posters which Chris freaked out over. It was May 2012, with Chris's impending trial from the 28th of October 2011 coming up soon. A few users of the Quickie forums joked among themselves about starting a poster and flyer campaign to get Chris convicted on June 2nd, 2012. Little did they know that they were being watched. As Chris often browsed the forum obsessively, he thought that this campaign was actually true and honest, leading to hilarious Twitter and Facebook posts as he believed that he had just discovered a major troll plot. Not only are his responses to the campaign I think that's written wrong. It's not only are his responses to the campaign a good example of how naive Chris is, it is also interesting to point out that how just a few posts in a forum could cause Chris to view the trolls as people with costumes armed with weapons. When he expects his friends, or in his point of view, imaginary personal army, to help him handle a situation, what does he do? Just stay indoors and play on his PS3. Moreover, when Anna McLaren tried to save Chris from his paranoid delusions, Chris just ignored her and continued to whine about the obviously fake campaign, showing how poorly Chris treats his friends. Yeah, he really does. I remember looking at some Facebook posts from Geno Samuel's Chris Chan documentary, and he really just treats his friends like shit when they just don't kiss his ass and agree with him. It's actually really infuriating to read. The beginning. If any, these are a couple of Chris's responses to the poster campaign. If anyone can be where they are talking about to stop them and or destroy their posters, please do. Making their plot public will likely hinder their enthusiasm and give up the plot. But just in case, Chris's initial response to the campaign. I just read the responses, and I'm getting mixed signals. The earliest response post quoting my screen cap stated that it was a ruse, but after that, they're talking about still going ahead with the plot for real. Please keep your eyes open if y'all are in the mall or Rio Hill. Another initial response by our pet locale. Which is somebody who does laughable antics online for those who are not in the know. This is what Chris actually believes. He actually believed that somebody was going to skywrite Chris Chan shits his briefs, which is hilarious. And also, that's something that he literally admitted. He literally just admitted that. Like, nobody had to force that out of him. He literally just admitted on the Encyclopedia Dramatica page that he shits himself, which is not something I would do. Like, if I had that problem, I'd kind of keep it to myself away from trolls, but it clearly worked out for him. On the 15th of May, 2012, I hate the way the site writes dates. It's very irritating. After seeing the posts on the forum, in classic Chris form, all Chris could think to do was go on to Facebook and Twitter and scream at his friends to go do something about it, expecting them to handle the situation. Anna, one of Chris's friends, replied, Christian, have you considered contacting NBC 29 about all this? They can run a news story on you and expose the truth so that any lies that are attempted to be spread are shot down immediately. As Chris is getting more paranoid since he was trolled, he actually thought that some of the trolls are employed there. He even contacted his Lord Rob Bell about this. Employed where? Like, I think that he's talking about the game place, because Chris would always say that, like, after Michael Snyder took him to jail, or ever since basically he was banned from the place. Like, he would always say it was a breeding ground for trolls or sex predators, or just because he's a child who can't really realize that he caused himself to get kicked out of the game place because he's an idiot. This is when he contacted Rob Bell, his lawyer. The media will not be any help, especially since some of the trolls are employed there. And okay, so he means they're employed by the media, and or have greater influence. That will only make matters worse. I have informed Rob about this, and I am certain his influence will be greater, recognized where applicable, and he can offer more details ideas for a solution. As Bell was hired by Barber only to represent them in the October 28th, 2011 case, no such influence was given. His Facebook friend, Samus Campbell, then posted that he wanted to help Chris. Christian, I know the truth and I'm going to go up there and try to enlighten them to who you really are. Let me know where and when. I will head there now. If you read the screen caps, you'd learn that where they say they are going to be. Changing the minds of a huge group of hate-filled, stubborn people is as difficult as life itself. Oh, that's a prophetic statement. Well, I am hoping maybe I can help out a few. You have a court date or something? Need a character witness? I promise to let you know if a character witness would help closer to the date. Thank you. Unsurprisingly, Samus didn't help handle the campaign, which leads to more Twitter and Facebook posts by Chris, but this was just the beginning. Ooh. The background. 2 days later, Chris posted some posts. According to the forums, the trolls are planning to do their flyer distribution on June 12, 2012. One group will be working at Fashion Square. The other will be stapling and taping on telephone poles, windows, bulletin boards, etc. Seamus. He spelled his friend's name wrong. That's nice. If you can get a group of your friends to handle the first group, everyone else can disperse as they go. Any additional ideas and friends to quell this malcontent deed would be appreciated. That's not how you spell malcontent. The next day, Chris then uploaded another screen cap from the forum and posted, seriously, anyone who happens to be at the Fashion Square, any McDonald's, either Kroger's, Walmart, etc., destroy any of their posters, flyers, please. I want to see what this says. Oh, God, this is so, I can't read what this says. It's so, get them, oh, okay, I can read a bit of it. Get them printed, people. Group 1 leaves flyers at Fashion Square. Group 2 handles the telephone poles, etc. They need to bring their own staples. They need, I think this person means they need to bring their own staples, staplers, tape, etc. PM me if you need the group messaging number. Take pics. Question mark, something, question mark. I'll handle the local neighborhoods. Okay, so it's just more planning for this fake poster campaign. After 2 days of his friends not responding to all of these posts, Chris then whined on Facebook about it, because Chris is serious business in Charlottesville that anyone who sees these posters will immediately ban him. I truly, really greatly from past experiences included hate graduation day. Why is anyone not responding or caring of the hate poster campaign? This is very serious, people. Kim Wilson, troll posting as friend, posted, I'm sure others care. I sure do. We just don't know what we can do to help. The only thing the rest of us can do is contact authorities if we catch somebody putting the posters up. So everybody, do that, please. Of course, no one in their right mind would go outside just to take the effort of finding anyone trying to put anti-quick posters, catching them and contacting the authorities. It's worth noted that Chris expects his friends to help him, but Chris will do nothing except to stay indoors and playing his video games. Yeah, if he was so worried about this, why didn't he just go after them himself? Like, why did he expect his friends to just do this shit for him? Their goal with this is to get me banned from everywhere in Charlottesville, and I cannot move back to Midlothian. Chris then posted another reply to this post as a response. I got news for you. Midlothian beats Charlottesville on things to do and sites, hands down. Even Stoughton pales in comparison to Seville. How would you feel if you were not legally allowed anywhere in your hometown or the town you currently reside in? Well, if you feel that way, then don't be an asshole. Don't go vandalizing Xboxes. Don't do your stupid protest about Sonic Boom. Don't do any of that shit then, and you wouldn't have been banned from these places. Jeez. Leading up to T-Day, it's a fucking weird name, Chris noticed that a troll on the forums claimed to be staying at a local hotel. One of them is staying at the Hilton Garden Inn right now. I am alerting my attorney. Anna responded, no, they're not. They looked up a hotel in Charlottesville and said the name. They are not actually there. If they were actually there, they would keep their location a secret, especially knowing you can read what they say. Anna's really, I don't know why she's friends with Chris. Like, I know they met back when Chris was not as insane as he is now, but what honestly is there about him that makes her think, yes, I need to stay friends with this guy because he needs me? I feel so bad for her. 6 days later, which is on the 26th of May, 2012, Chris began to panic even more when obviously photoshopped anti-quick posters began to appear on the Quickie forums. As Chris was naive, he was utterly convinced they were real. Chris posted screen caps on the supposed posters and wanted people to go to the location to confirm that they were real, though Chris had already decided the entire thing was on Facebook. Among these posts, I have found photographs of locations from around Seaville, including the most recent one in their string on the plot on June 12th. I mean, June 2nd. Why did I say 12th? Which I pray to prevent or counter. Can anyone confirm if this photo is true or false? For real, please. Oh, I don't. Avengers quick guilty jail him 2012. I love that they kept the Avengers there. Gotta let people know that the movie's still going on. As well, these following recent photos. I do not know where they are specifically, but please confirm these for me as well. So you expect your friends to just go on a wild goose chase just so they can test out these stupid pictures? I love that they used that one for like that's the one I think it was using on a TV show, and it was like a really inappropriate one. That's hilarious. 28th of May, 2012. Here's another location photo. They state this one is real. Quick CW Chandler, Ruckersville, sexual deviant. See Sonichu.com. Well, he is a sexual deviant, so they're not exactly lying. Even his friend Anna could not convince him that the whole thing was a joke. Anytime she said they were fake, Chris said something to the effect of prove it. The irony is that Chris was posting pictures of the supposed posters he wanted nobody to see on his own Facebook, proving once and for all that nobody trolls Chris more than Chris himself. Unsurprisingly, and again, Chris decided the game place must be behind the plot, as I said earlier, because Chris is obsessed with that place ever since they banned him. He demanded his friends to go there and find out any info they can from Michael Snyder and his cronies and search for any quick posters they may have. Because it makes total sense that Michael Snyder would decorate his store with pictures of somebody he wants nothing to do with. He was adamant that they would not mention him at all. Perhaps in a rare moment of common sense, Chris realized that sending people to harass someone who has a pending court case against him was not a good idea. And I guarantee you that one of his friends told him that, because he used to like fucking say, oh, I want the game place to be bombed. I want Michael Snyder to just get shot at. And like one of his friends would have to tell him, Chris, you're in the middle of a court case. Maybe it's not the best idea to go threaten people and demand that places get burned down, because Chris is an idiot. Also, I have read that they met or hang out at least at Seville's Club 2016 bar or 216 bar. Anyone who can infiltrate and confirm with more details from those trolls will be appreciated too. Go, my friends. Go out and infiltrate to the extreme. Oh, that's good. That's good. T-Day. I don't know why it's called T-Day, but okay. On June 2nd, 2012, I still hate that way of writing dates. The day the trolls joked they would begin their campaign, Chris posted that he was hiding in his house and was keeping an eye on the local news because anything to do with Chris is big news. He once again demanded everyone to go out and tear down any anti-quick posters and arrest those responsible because he was too busy for that, clearly. He warned people to be on the lookout for pickle-suited trolls with ugly clown masks, or KKK members. Chris also seemed to think the trolls carry weapons for some reason. He also believes the trolls would actually pay money to hire a skywriter. You know, with how far the trolls would go to prank Chris, I would actually be not surprised if they did hire a skywriter. That would just be amazing. Chris also feared that a troll was going to come to his house after they had joked about it on the forums. At this point, it seems that the people on the forums were just watching Chris's Facebook posts and saying stuff so that Chris would react on Facebook. That is probably true, and it worked completely. Chris's long series of posts that day shifted him from him wanting people to take down the trolls to whining about how nobody cares about him even if he was dead. And it once again tried to explain to Chris that it was fake, but Chris refused to listen unless she had intel to offer him, because Chris is an asshole. 2 days later, Chris posted the bizarre public note on Facebook titled "To the Trolls." He begrudgingly admitted that he had been fooled again. Chris had stated he at some point during the whole fiasco had called the police in a pathetic attempt to sound superior and tech savvy to the quickie forums. He claimed that he was reading the post through a certain user's account. In other words, he searched somebody's post history. Chris lashed out at the forums for not following through on their threats and calling them lying, cheating bastards, and he was growing tired of their shit lies. This definitively shows that while Chris may not be as visible as he once was, he is still as gullible and paranoid as ever, and that it is possible to troll Chris without even intending to troll him. The post in question: I have continued reading your posts and alerting the authorities to your actions. Nobody came to my house at all, you lying, cheating bastards. Frankly, I grow tired of continuing to read your shit lies. including the biggest hoax of yours, that poster campaign. Nobody put up any damn posters or handed out any friggin' flyers at all. I have been reading your post personally through Trombonista's account. There was no mole. And seriously, Christian Weston Chandler, June 4th, 2012. So that was the 2012 poster campaign. One of my favorites because, yeah, it's just basically Chris freaking out about this fake poster campaign that was never going to happen, and he just believed it was real. And he also showed how he treats people. Like, seriously, Anna was just trying to be nice and showing him, like, yes, this is fake. Like, she was being calm and patient with him throughout it, and Chris was just like being a brat, like, well, you're prove it, and like it just really shows how awful he is. Like, it's like I've always noticed this when I watched Geno Samuel's documentary about him. It's like every time you start to feel sorry for Chris, he does something that makes you like say, yeah, he kind of deserved that. So that was my video. If you liked it, please give it a like, share the video, comment on the video, maybe with another quickie thing you want me to read, and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and I would appreciate some help in reaching that goal. So I will be taking my leave. Until then, stay beautiful, because I'm most certainly not going to do that for you.